Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Super speculation video. I'm once again joined by MJ from Geekless TV. I know I've been doing a lot of videos with this guy recently, but he's a really cool guy. I really like talking to him. Plus, he's up at all crazy hours. He's perfect for me. So, like, dude, MJ, thank you so much for just being around and being, like, such a good collaborator, man.
No problem.
I fucking hate you! See, here's what happens. And I know you have to say this a lot, but here's what happens. Like, you either don't match my energy, or you're Kanji, or Donnie, and all you guys do is interrupt me, and you just won't let me talk, and it's just, I never find a good in-between. It's freaking obnoxious sometimes.
I was debating interrupting you like Kanji, but it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so, yeah.
Anyway guys, so today we're going to have another speculation video for you, theory video, whatever you want to call it, but it's a little different this time. Today, we are going to be breaking down basically the 5 interpretations, the theories that we have, speculations that we have of where Dragon Ball Super will go after this particular arc with Zamasu, Goku Black, and everything going on time travel and whatnot. And, you know, just so y'all know, we did a video about this a couple weeks back about where exactly or how much could Dragon Ball Super do after this particular arc. It's done so much with the god mythology and the timelines and the multiple universes, and there's just so much going on in this arc. It's hard for us to come up with theories or any speculation of where they're actually going to go after this particular arc. But we have put our minds together. We've done as much as we can to figure out at least five ideas for you guys and everything that y'all want to see going forward for this particular arc and everything. So I hope y'all really like this video. So anyway, I'm going to kind of say all 5 of them, and we're going to talk about it one way or the other. I'm going to throw certain things to MJ first, or I'll talk about things first. It's just whatever I feel like doing. Anyway, so this first one we're going to talk about, something that I think both of us would like to see, but we don't necessarily think it's going to be something that we see right off the bat or something that they're ever going to really explain or show us. But that is basically Zarama's revenge. Guy who comes in, creates the Super Dragon Balls, and I don't know, you've been using the Super Dragon Balls too much. MJ, what about that? Do you think you'd want to see that? Is that a cool idea?
It's very reminiscent of the Shadow Dragons. It's very, it could work if it's done right. It could work really well. I mean, think about it. The gods use these as their playthings. Zamasu uses for his own purpose. They've been used almost for they haven't been used for good. Have you thought about that? They have not really been used for good. Yeah, Beerus made the wish, but when you think about it, it was just to move Earth over so Choppa could eat. You know, his fat ass could eat. That's basically what it was. It's like they haven't really been used for anything really magical and really good and really well that benefits the story, at least not that we've seen so far. Now they've created they helped create 2 of the biggest monsters the series has ever seen. So it would be kind of cool if Zarama would show up and somehow say, like, I don't like the fact that they've been used. I created these for whatever reason, just to create them. I don't know why he created them, but he doesn't like people using them now, you know, and he's getting pissed about it. And think about it, I mean, Zarama, if this dragon has supposedly unlimited wishes or the ability to grant anything, that would tell you about how strong the creator is, because if you remember, the dragons match the power of the creator, you know. So there you go. So that could be a be-all end-all villain, or something that could happen after what's going on now that could top the current arc, which is the Future Trunks arc as of this recording.
No, I completely agree with you guys. Like, I agree with you in that sense. Like, in terms of someone who could actually come in and be kind of a bigger threat than Zarama, or not Zarama, but Zamasu.
Too many Z's.
There's too many Z names. There's too many Z names. It's Zuno, Zeno, Zarama, Zamasu. It's like Dragon Ball Z. That's what that should have been Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, Dragon Ball Z villain, guys. Anyway, so yeah, I definitely feel like that would be something that would be pretty epic to see. Just see someone like Zarama come in who has like this god potential to actually make these things that can grant any wish possible. Plus, like, just the added benefit of whether if they introduce him or not, then they would almost practically have to kind of go into the Namekian Book of Legends and how the Namekians actually became able to make the Dragon Balls for one degree or the other. You know, like when Choppa was saying they carved off the power of the Dragon Balls. So that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I've speculated in the past that, like, what if he made them? I mean, what if they're kind of offshoots? What if, like, Zarama is basically just a Namekian? That would be really freaking cool to see.
Yeah, it would. It has the potential to be good. You know what I mean? It has the potential to be great, which I wouldn't mind seeing that at all, man. You just made some good points. A Namekian villain that ended Dragon Ball, a Namekian villain to end Dragon Ball Super. That would be kind of cool. You know?
Yeah, comes full circle. That would be. I would like it. And we don't know if it's going to end or there's something, but something that we can actually just see and kind of having to top this particular arc. Super awesome. And so, but with that being said, I want to move on to basically the fan favorite at this point. I think the fan favorite as to what we're going to do and how we're going to kind of top and move on from this arc is Goku and Vegeta, or Vegeta more specifically, going to Planet Sadal and meeting with Cabba, learning more about the Saiyans, learning more about his heritage, and having to deal with some bigger existential threat that hits that particular planet and is like just basically, you know, pivotal on the Saiyans and their heritage, their planet, and Goku and Vegeta are going to have to step in and actually fight that particular villain. What do you think?
That could work. I mean, obviously, people would just enjoy the fact that Goku and Vegeta went to Planet Sadal, you know, or Salad. So having them go there, it has the potential to be a great arc. And if you introduce the right villain for whatever reason, it could be good. And we have not gone into Universe 6 yet, so we don't know what Universe 6 has in store for our characters. They could have very strong villains. They could have very, I guess what would be like evil entities. We don't know exactly for sure. But I think because that's when you look at Universe 7, the demon of the Universe 7, the Majin, which is Majin Buu, he was literally the demon of this universe, and they already beat them. You know, now they're dealing with time travel stuff. So going into a new universe to see what this new universe has in store for our specific heroes would actually be a cool way to introduce someone just completely strong, or someone not so much as strong, but someone that can just pose a threat to them, and we don't know what lurks in there. You know, so.
And you know, like when you think about them going there and everything, you know, they're not the same as the Universe 6 Saiyans. There's something that happened there. We did a video. I've done a couple of videos about this. It's something I'm really interested in seeing sometime down the line in Super, and this would be the perfect place to actually throw it in. Is the fact that there's something extensive that happened to actually make the Universe 7 Saiyans the way they are versus the way the Universe 6 Saiyans are.
Yeah.
Because of the way we know how the mirror image works and how the universes work, they shouldn't be evil.
No, they
I mean,
shouldn't.
there was something there that actually made them evil, and to go in there in Universe 6 and use the Universe 6 storyline and whatever threatens that particular planet at that time to help explain more of the Saiyan mythology, more of the Saiyan backgrounds, and some of the stuff that afflicted the Universe 6 Saiyans as they were fighting each other to begin with would be absolutely insane in my opinion. I think having an arc, and one way they can top this arc exponentially, is to not only explore the universes that they're like, the universe hopping and everything, but to take an entire arc's worth, you know, 10, 20 episodes or something, just to kind of explain Saiyan mythology, explain Super Saiyan, explain Super Saiyan God, explain all this stuff, and just an epic little story showdown. It would be crazy. I think we as a fan base would be losing our minds from week to week, just wanting to know more and more about these awesome characters and how they became the way they are.
It would be amazing. It has the potential to be a very good arc. Not just a good arc, a very good arc. You know what I mean? Because of the lore, the backstory, etc.
Plus, like, it would give us a reason. It would give a huge reason as to why everyone who's a Dragon Ball, who considers themselves a Dragon Ball Super or Dragon Ball fan in general, to watch the series and take it in. I mean, just learning more about who Goku and Vegeta are and why they were actually able to achieve the things that they've achieved and fight who they were able to fight and everything. It's just, that would be, like, honestly, that would be Dragon Ball. If this series, if this arc is akin to the Cell arc of Dragon Ball Z, something like that would be akin to the Frieza arc in Dragon Ball Z, where they kind of take it, they retcon it, and they make something, a catalyst that explains the entire series thus far. Yeah. I think that would be insane.
Definitely would be, man.
Okay, so going on, guys, we have next up just something that we've been promised for a while now, is the Omniversal Tournament. Personally, my opinion is I like the fact that they would go into the Omniversal Tournament because Zeno wants this to happen. We've been kind of being hinted about it for a really long time now, but Zeno wants it to happen, and Zeno will let the Super Dragon Balls be the prize or something to the original, or the fighter, the winner of the Omniversal Tournament. We get to see, you know, up to 60 new characters, all these new gods, all these, like, just a huge arc where anything could happen. And I know MJ and I have talked about this before. We made a video on it. I will link it in the description below where you can hear us talk way more about this. But basically, you know, something like, in my opinion, and MJ probably has his, but something more akin to the Dark Tournament arc in Yu Yu Hakusho. Something very serious and a very long, and gives us enough time to actually explore all these new characters where we can start finding and seeing like various other people, you know, that we haven't ever seen before, new techniques, and, you know, bigger threats that aren't necessarily threats and more like the last tournament. So MJ, what do you have to say about that?
I've never seen the Dark Tournament arc, but I've heard it's extremely good, so I need to check that out. But anyways, what I would expect from this, and I think in one way it could top it, is I want to see more than 60 new characters, man. Can you imagine Tenkaichi Budokai style? Like, I'm talking hundreds, maybe even thousands preliminary rounds. Make this epic on every grand scale possible, you know? Like, that's what I would love to see. It can introduce so many new characters. It can introduce so many new abilities. It can introduce, how can I say this? The right word, I guess, would be, it could introduce tension right off the bat, because we're talking about a potential 12 universes, and we're talking about multiple fighters from each of those universes, and we don't know what they're capable of. We don't know their backstories. We don't know how strong they are. We don't know what they've been through. So it could pose a just tension right off the bat. I remember when people were hyping up the Universe 6 versus Universe 7, like, we didn't know who Hit was, you know, we didn't know who Cabba was, so there was like tension right off the bat, like, are they stronger than Frieza? Maybe they are. Are they stronger than Goku and Vegeta? Maybe they are. Like, we just don't know, and I think that's something that Super just lacks in general. Obviously, as of this recording in the Future Trunks arc, it hasn't. It's brought tension back, but the Omniversal Tournament is a way to bring tension full forward right into your face, you know?
Like, from the bat, you just start seeing all these crazy designs. And that's one of the best things about Super. One of the best things about Toriyama in general is that these designs that he creates, I mean, these characters, they just look so badass or so joking or something, and they end up being really awesome, really cool concepts around these characters and their abilities. So, I mean, personally, this is going to be, if we ever get it in this Super show, and we probably will, but honestly, like, this has the potential to be just the coolest arc ever. I mean, if they do it right, if they give it time, if they do like an 80 episode, like, you know, something like 40 episodes of just like nothing but here's this fight and here's this fight and here's this fight. I mean, that's gonna make the main fan base. I mean, there will be a lot of people who go like, especially when we get to the dub, you know, the people who just want nothing but fights. They don't care about the slice of life episode stuff. I mean, there's going to be a lot of people going like, I don't like that show. It's like, I've already seen those movies. It starts off real slow, and everyone would be like, dude, no. You have to watch this particular show. It's so awesome, because like, not only are we going to see a tournament, and then we're going to get this badass, like, then you're going to get this badass, like, future time loop traveling, Trunks coming back, all this multiple universes, Black Goku, all this stuff. But then you're gonna get like this massive tournament arc where it's just like, it's just nothing but awesome fights and like weird melodrama about who's going to win and what they're gonna do with the wish or something. It's just so, that has the potential to be the coolest thing that Dragon Ball Super
You just hyped me up,
done.
man. Let's see this shit already.
Like, it has the potential to be like just the coolest thing that Dragon Ball has ever done, because the original Dragon Ball, the tournaments were hype. They were always awesome. Like, they were just so cool. And then when we actually saw them in Dragon Ball Z as well, like when we got to even the ones that weren't necessarily tournaments, the Cell games hyped us up, BoJack hyped us up, the Otherworld tournament, the Buu Saga tournament hyped us up. Tournaments hype everyone up. They are just such an awesome story device in order to show nothing but fights. And a lot of people like shonen just because of the fights. So, guys, this is something that I would really
also,
like to
it
see.
needs to be long just for the reason of developing certain characters. Like, I'm going to just throw out names here, guys. I'm uncreative, so just bear with me. I want to know why Goku beats Josh in the first round. I want to know why he's upset about it. I want to know why Vegeta beat Chris, and it's sad for him. I mean, like, I want to know these characters. I'm bad.
Josh and Chris.
I'm bad. I just want to know why.
I'm just thinking like Dragon Ball Nation, just like Goku wailing on Josh. I don't know. That's weird.
You
That's
get
weird.
my point. You know, the whole like the Frost was cool, but it was just kind of like they tried to fit in his backstory in between the fight with Goku, which was just kind of dumb. They should have done it more like Nam, where like Frost was like very mysterious, and we kind of dove into like what he was thinking about. You know, they could have done it like that. So that's what I mean. This arc, if the Omniversal Tournament should be long, that way we get development on characters and we actually feel for them when they lose or win a fight.
Yeah, you know, honestly, like before we started talking about this, like I was just like, yeah, this one's kind of like going to be something that we talk a little bit about, and like we're going to move on because it's not like the most exciting. But holy shit, I'm super pumped. I want this right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Anyway, guys, we got two more for you, so just bear with us. So this next one is actually MJ's idea, because it's not something I ever really thought about, but it is something that they mentioned in this arc deliberately in order to get like, you know, just kind of get us speculating and all this stuff. So basically, I'll let him talk about it, but it's a villain introduced that's one of the 5 highest power levels that we talked about with Goku. MJ, what do you got to say about this?
Well, as of this recording, the Future Trunks arc is still going. I think I've said this like 12 times already. But as of this recording, it's still going. And when you ask me, how can you top something like Zamasu? Now, I'm not going to bring up the spoilers, but there are spoilers, and this arc seems to be getting crazier by the second. And with that being said, you got to think to yourself, and I know Mark's thought to himself, dude, like, how can you top this arc with all the shit that's going on? Well, in my opinion, things are subject to change, but as of this recording, 13th time, I don't think the Omni King will get involved in this arc. Yes, he did give Goku the button, but I don't think he'll be a deciding decision in this arc, and I don't think the priest will be either, and I don't think his attendants will be either. I don't even think Mr. Beerus will be either. So there you go. Now, that leads into this. Okay, so we have Black and Zamasu, these OP beings who are immortal, and they beat up SS Blue, Vegeta, and Goku. Where do we go from here? Well, in this arc, we were alluded to 5 people with the highest battle powers in the entire world, and that includes the 12 universes. Everywhere, like every universe, there's 5 people, the Grand Priest being one of them. But think about it. What if one of those guys isn't a god? Or maybe he is, but what if just one of those guys isn't good? That's a better rephrase. What if he isn't good? What if he's evil and he's known by reputation for being evil and strong? And what if just somehow, some way, he's the next villain? And I think that would be an easy way, a real easy way, Mark, to top this, because he's one of the 5 highest battle powers. Think about that. An arc where we have Goku and Vegeta training or constantly fighting this entity that not even the Grand Priest would fuck with. You know what I mean? That's... Did I say that weird? What?
No, I just that's a weird thought.
Whis
is just like scared of.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a be all end all of a series right there. You know what I mean? That could happen even after the Omniversal Tournament. You know what I mean? That's huge. You know, it's like, now that I think about it, that could work. We could actually have like the Grand Priest enter it, and maybe one of the other 5 highest battle powers, and then obviously that would right off the bat mean Goku and Vegeta aren't gonna win. But can you imagine like them do like a list, and maybe the attendants go, oh, so and so didn't show up, and like it zooms in on him, and then like in a real serious tone, like, I'm glad he didn't. You know, that would lead up to like, who the fuck are they talking about? Who is this guy? You know, like that would be a cool way to introduce him. So what do you think?
No, like I completely agree, man. Just in terms of like the one thing I've always said about Super, or just like any story at all, is like there's certain things that they mention that there's no reason to mention something when you're telling a story unless it's going to become kind of important later, or there was a reason to mention it. Now, that's not always true in Super, or like most stories. I mean, certain things, Super has really been bad about this, about mentioning things that are like not important at all, or doing things that are not important at all. But I mean, it does kind of put a little bit of weight into the fact that, like, who are these guys? We already know 2 of them. I mean, Zeno has to be one of those, and the Grand Priest has to be another. So there's like 3 open spots there that we have no idea, and there's an indication that we've never met those 3 people. And also going back to the Battle of Gods movie, where like he was sitting there going, you know, there's people who are way stronger than you and me and Whis and everyone else. So like, it does give some credence to the fact that if we're going to have an ultimate be-all end-all villain of this series, it's going to have to be one of these big fighters, you know, because probably the Grand Priest or Zeno are not going to sit up and go, ha ha ha, I'm evil, and like Goku and Vegeta have to fight them. But at the same time, like one of those other three people is potentially going to be the ultimate be-all end-all villain of this series, whether that's the next arc or the next arc or the next arc, or this series goes on for years and years and years. We don't necessarily know, but it's one of those things that I feel would be potentially pretty epic to see. Now, personally, one of the reasons I would really like to see that is because it would finally give us a reason for Beerus and Whis to get involved and get stomped. And like, Champa and Vados and all these other people that we've seen that are stronger than Goku and Vegeta at this point to get completely stomped. Really awesome.
It would be really cool. And right, like just like the Omniversal Tournament, it introduces tension right off the bat, because it's like you think to yourself, how in the hell are they going to beat this guy? I'm not sure if you watch One Piece, but for any of the One Piece fans out there, you'll know of certain people named Kaido. And a lot of people have been wondering, how the hell is Luffy going to fight that dude? Like, what's going to happen? Is there going to be a time skip? What the hell, It's like, you put these guys against an OP being that we know of and we've heard of, and he's just crazy overpowered, one of the 5 highest battle powers. It adds tension just like that, It's so...
Plus, like, it would give us one of those, it would give us a legitimate Majin Buu feel. And I know a lot of people hate the Majin Buu arc, but one of the things that was really awesome about the Majin Buu arc, in my opinion, was it kind of left you thinking, like, how are they going to end this? I mean, it was someone who's so OP that you have, like, Vegeta can't beat him, Goku can't beat him, Goten and Trunks Fusion can't beat him, Gohan can't beat him. Like, how are they going to beat this guy? And there's always, like, there's just ups and downs, and the bad guy is just always topping them left and right. I mean, everyone sits there and goes, this is just the Goku and Vegeta show, but just imagine someone actually getting up there and being like, haha, I'm super strong, and then like Goku and Vegeta can't beat him. Gohan, who, like, they could probably bring back Gohan for this, some plot contrivance. Gotenks can come back for whatever reason. Beerus and Whis getting their shit stomped.
They could do so
much.
much.
And everyone else, like, just getting completely ridiculously stomped. Like, that would be freaking awesome, guys.
And plus, if this guy has any relation, because if he's a part of this 5 exclusive highest battle powers with Zeno, god damn it, with Zeno and with the Grand Priest, imagine if, like, there's some plot point where he has something over the Grand Priest and Zeno and they can't get involved, you know what I mean? That would actually be pretty cool. That leaves it open season for our characters, because they can't save him. Like, what if he has something on them that no one else knows about? I don't know what it is, but that could be a cool plot point, and that's why they don't get involved,
Yeah, I mean, holy shit, like, what it could be the Grand Priest, we don't know. Like, that would be kind of crazy. I wanted Vados to be evil. Like, it would be cool if it was the Grand Priest. I mean, hell. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the very last one, the one I want to happen the most.
Roll.
Yeah, like, drum roll, please. Guys, this is the one I want to happen more than anything, because I feel like this one would be epic. You talk about returning tension, you talk about bringing up a whole lot of awesome content about, like, just not only lore, but also whatever. And it can actually be it's kind of like a melding of everything that we've talked about right now. But basically, what I want is after this arc, I want Goku and Vegeta, probably Vegeta, after everything's said and done, Trunks has his future back and everything's, like, all happy-go-dory. I want Vegeta to be like, you know what? I want to go see Cabba again. I want to go to Universe 6. Okay, well, you deserve it. Blah, blah, blah. And they go. Universe 6 is destroyed. I mean, like, wiped out. There is nothing left. I mean, like, planets aren't there. People are in fear. Everyone is just, it's basically like Goku Black just, like, ransacked the place, basically.
God damn.
But it's not Goku Black. And it's not Goku Black. So what they go to Planet Sadal, just like we talked about earlier, but instead of it, like, being just kind of a happy-go-lucky thing, it's like all the Saiyans are, like, the Saiyan world is wrecked. There's very few people who are left alive. Cabba's alive and all this stuff. And they're like, oh my god, like, this guy came through. He wanted answers. Because, like, we went through because we had this tournament arc. The tournament, or there was, like, he wanted answers. He wanted to know more about these Super Dragon Balls. What's going on? Like we didn't know what to tell him, so, like, he just basically wiped this place out looking for answers, and he left, and blah blah blah. And then, like, what the hell is going on? And so, like, they go find Beerus, they go find Champa and Vados just to kind of get the idea of what's going on, or the Kaioshin of Universe 6, and they're all like sitting there, and Champa's just, like, in and over his head. He's, like, just crying and everything, and you're like, oh my god, like, this guy has completely destroyed everything. Like, he's so strong, he's making Champa like upset, you know, because he can't stop this guy or something. That's what we think. And then like you just kind of learn like Champa's really upset because the guy destroyed Universe 6's Earth. I'm sorry, like he never got the food. But basically, what we learn is that this guy came to Universe 6 because I did a video with Dino a while ago about why Universe 6 and 7 are special in the Omniversal or the multiverse world, is because they're the only ones with Super Dragon Balls, which was proved a couple episodes ago. I think episode 58 or so, where Zamasu went to Zuno to ask him about where to find the Super Dragon Balls, which makes no sense because he's from Universe 10. He has to go all the way to Universe 7 in order to ask Zuno about where the Super Dragon Balls are, and he had to give him coordinates in Universe 6 and 7. So this guy has come to gather the Super Dragon Balls. Strong guy, maybe even one of the top 5 that we're supposed to know of. And he's come to gather. He's destroyed Universe 6 looking for him, not taking any no for an answer. It's just this guy is an existential threat. It's another Frieza on Namek type of thing. Yeah, it's another Frieza on Namek type of thing. Guy's looking for immortality. Guy's looking for this, that, or the other. But we learn that this guy is from Universe 13 or 18 or whatever number in between, because Zeno destroyed his universes for whatever reason. We learn that later. I have no idea. But like this guy, he's there. He's looking for revenge. Guy wants to kill Zeno. And he's looking. He knows that he needs the Super Dragon Balls. He needs that particular wish in order to do it. And he started in Universe 6 because that's kind of where they had the tournament. He knows that they're in these universes. He just needs to know where. And he just goes in, cause all this havoc and wrecking shit all over the place. And yeah, that's all I got, man. But like that's something I want to see. A good old hunt for the dragon, a good old fashioned hunt for the Dragon Balls with like a Frieza type villain across 2 universes. Epic.
That could actually be a actual end all be all for Super. Can you imagine? Let me paint a picture for you. So we have 2 filler arcs. I don't know. We have like 2 filler arcs, and then we have the 3rd arc, which is the big one. That sounded weird. The biggest arc, and it's Omniversal Tournament. You know, we have the whole tournament. Somebody wins. Wah wah wah. Right. This time, Cabba actually tells Vegeta and Goku, "You guys need to come." You know, like he's happy. He wants them to come. He wants them to come check out Planet Sad. Like, come on, let's do it. Goku and Vegeta's like, okay, let's do it after so many days, right? And so they go, but in this time span of days to weeks, that's when they get attacked because the prize was the Super Dragon Balls, right? Or whatever, I'm just assuming. And that guy heard about it, and of course, and this would actually be cool for him being one of those 5 battle powers, right? That if he actually is one of those guys, that he's just so strong that like not even the Grand Priest will like go mess with him, you know what I mean? Like, or maybe he does, but he's not even scared of him. Like, you have like Goku and Vegeta and all the Universe 6 Saiyans are the ones who survived stand off against them. They caught up with them, but then it's like Grand Priest comes, and then he like completely different Grand Priest from what we've been seeing throughout the show, and he's completely ready to go. But even he knows he might not walk out of this fight alive, but it's only enough to give Goku and them some time, and he wants them to gather the Dragon Balls and take them to Zeno in case this guy beats him and chases him. You know, that would be like a very cool way to imagine that guy, like so strong. That could be a be all end all for Super. You know what I mean? That could be.
Yeah, I'm just kind of utilizing the people that we've learned about and kind of met from Universe 6 and all these people fighting.
It brings everything full circle.
It would bring everything full circle. I mean, like everything we've talked about in this video, you can literally break it down. Have the Omniversal Tournament. Have them go to Planet Zadal. Have them fight one of the top 5 power level guys, and that could even be Zeno or Zarama. I mean, everything that we've talked about, this could be one arc.
Yeah.
like how fucking epic would that be, guys? I'm telling you, like,
huge.
I am super
be huge.
psyched about it. Like I can't even begin to put into words like how epic that would be. People would be losing their fucking minds every week. We would be in such awe about everything.
It would be like this black Goku arc or Goku Black arc. Sorry, Danny. It would be like this Goku Black arc that's even more epic. You know, seeing him run through planets, seeing like some of the surviving Saiyans stand off against them, seeing like the Grand Priest get involved, with Beerus, Champa, Vados get involved. It would be crazy. It brings everything that was mentioned in Super full circle. The whole the Super Dragon Balls, the 5 battle powers, the Zuno destroying the universes. It would just bring everything together and climax it all into one huge arc, and we could actually have Goku and Vegeta beat the villain, and it's time to see them nut up and shut up. What have they learned through their training? You know what I mean? Let's see what these guys can do at full power when all 12 universes are at stake, you know? It would be awesome.
Oh my god. Guys, tell us what you think about this in the comment section below. We are going to end this right now because this is a way longer video than we wanted to, but like, guys, we got psyched. I'm losing my shit right now, guys. This is like, okay, will all this happen? Probably not. But this is like, we were sitting there a couple weeks ago, and a lot of you are probably sitting around going like, where are they going after this? Like, where could they possibly go after all this? Guys, this video is where they can go out. We took lines, we took like 1 line or 2 lines, and we took it in, we turned that into an entire arc. It was like an entire series. We turned all this stuff, guys, like just little bits, like 1 line, 1 line, 1 line. Over like the course of 61 episodes, we've turned it into 10 years worth of fucking material. Or not 10 years, like 4 years worth of material. Super could go on with everything that we've said here. They could do everything that we've said. And we could be watching Super for another 4-5 years. It's crazy. There's so much potential in this, and I'm super hyped. Anyway, please make sure to go check out MJ. He will be in the description below. Anyway, MJ, thank you so much for joining me on this. It's a video I wanted to do for a while, but holy shit, am I fucking psyched. Holy crap.
We should have done it sooner, man. We should have done it sooner, bro.
Oh my god. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Hope y'all really enjoyed the video, because I know I really did.
I enjoyed it too, man.
Anyway, guys, I need to go calm down. Oh my god, like I just want this so much now. I mean, this is an awesome arc, but holy crap. Anyway, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think of our theories. Tell us your theories in the comment section below, because I really want to see that. But anyway, we'll catch you on the next video. Bye.